Very good morning to you all, and welcome to Synergy Markets week ahead video. Get an idea of the methodology behind the signals. But what we do here is we are purely technical analysis, and we are looking at market cycles, identifying where we sit within price in that cycle. And therefore, once we identify where we sit in the cycle, we can work out what's left of the cycle. So if we're sitting in a 3-level cycle, if we identify we're in level 2 on the way up, we know we have level 3 to play out and the subsequent move on the way down. So we're going to be covering that, going through the major pairs, indices, and the odd crypto, identifying where trade opportunities may sit, and showing you those. So before I do that, trading is risky. These signals aren't regulated, although Synergy Markets is regulated. This is an unregulated service. So if you're taking these trades, there's going to be no compensation and it's at your own risk. So let's start. It's been a really solid back end of June, July, and August so far. Not the hugest amount of trades. Summer's a difficult time to trade typically for a number of reasons. Liquidity, lacking participants. We've had incredible volatile news, recent obviously with the war going on in Ukraine, Russia, Putin, Trump talks, inflation, Powell, a lot going on. However, we have this market cycle to guide us, and we will continue to be guided by it. So I've just stopped here the chart on AUD USD. This chart has everything you need to know about the market cycle. This diagram here, where we have this we are here, is simply it. This is all the market cycle is. So you have a 3-component 1, 2, 3. And it will then go 1, 2, 3 on the way up. I know it sounds crazy. When I first saw this and I saw the person scribbling it down, I thought, wow, absolute joke. But it really does work, folks. So have that little bit of faith. So where we sit in this current, once we map it all out, is you can see the 1 there and you can see the 1 here. You can see the 2 here and you can see the big old 2 here. And we're still anticipating the 3. So we're anticipating this third move lower. At the minute, it's sort of curving round. I do expect price to follow through. We're looking for entries, obviously. The only entry I can see here is that we made a change break. Look close to being entered here, but it was straight drop and we've just covered back some of that. This was on the back of Fed Treasury Secretary Powell. He was talking about employment, inflation pressures dropping and hinting at maybe an interest rate cut. Sent everything wild, but this setup is still valid. I am waiting for this one to break down and give me lower lows, lower highs to see if there's anything in it for us. At the moment, however, we do have week started there and ended there. So that's 1 week of drop, and we have 2 weeks of drop now. Markets work in threes. We use this powerful combination to identify cycles as well. 2 days into 3, 2 weeks into 3, 2 months into 3, 2 years into 3. That's how it works, folks. Open your eyes up and have a look around at this sort of material. So nothing really happening at the minute on AUD USD. We've got AUD CAD here. This is one that I find a little bit directionless. And there's my little pattern. See it here on the way up and on the way down, on the way up and on the way down we're anticipating. And I can see a 1 and a 2. And is it going to give me a 3? This dark blue diagonal is an A, B equals CD pattern. Price came within a few 40 pips of hitting that huge move, and then we accelerated up over 600 pips following that. Yeah, you wouldn't have got it if you're trading the completion point, but using the clues available, we have 1, we have 2. Is it going to give us a 3rd? Other than that, I don't like trading this pattern, this particular pair. AUD-CHF is another bit of a basket case. There's my key, trying to identify the pattern. I can identify a 1, I can identify a 2, and then I'm left with this 1, 2, because it's lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And now we're just hanging in the air. Notice the harmonic swing. We're going to come down into this zone. My guts tell me yes, we are. We set it up pretty perfectly as well. 1 week, 2 weeks, and this is for the 3rd week of drop, which we can anticipate from here. Is there any sequence to get into it? Is there any easy sort of sequence? I don't see that yet. So I need to see how this one develops. But otherwise, it's setting up. AUD-NZD, we traded this. It's all right. We took it down here and it's given us it gave us a TP1, that's for sure. It's actually given us a TP2. Bear with me 1 second. I just need to check something. 106. Yeah, it gave us TP2. That's fantastic for a slow moving pair. So that's up 100. completed the ABCD. Let's look at it from a further out perspective. Bear with me 1 second. So what we had here, the key point was the 1, 2, 3 to a low, the change, the break, and then the entry off the 50 we're trying to get in and around. So this played out beautifully. Now, if we have a look on the daily, it's a little bit of a tricky chart because on the way up we have 1, 2, 3 to the high, and on the way down I could only identify a big level 1, and I still think it's got this sort of lower time frame to it. But we're back at the highs at the minute. This is a failed Gartley so far. Thought that would play out, but it didn't. But we took the long anyway. Moving on, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we have been very active in showing you exactly what we can see here. And it's a real tricky one. But again, using the power of 3 and counting, you can see months here. We've got 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4. Now, I said the market works in 3. That's right. Have a look at this high. Was this high overtaken out by this month? No. So this is a variation, curveball. 1, 2, 3 is how I see that. And now look at the candle printing towards the end of the month. If this stays like that, it's going to give us a big move back down to here, which is huge for Bitcoin. But if you have a look at this chart, the cycle, you've got level 1, level 2, and depending however you count it, even if you count it from the break, you've got 1, 2, 3, you've got 1, 2, 3. For me, the trend's over. You can never count your chickens. You'd never trade this short from here because it's suicidal. You need to wait for proper setups, but at least aware that you don't want to be buying here. That's the key. Euro AED's been very kind to us of late. We caught it beautifully with this 1, 2, high, 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 low, and then 1, 2, bang, took that. Really pleased. Now, off the previous high, we've made a change. I want to see a break for the continuation. We've definitely got a change of structure, but I need to see this. I need to see it break, retest, and then I'm in. So bear that in mind, folks. We are close on this to get a continuation, but we've already sent it and people have done well on it. This has been a heroic trade. Caught it down here. Absolute monstrous. Really proud of that. 260 pip move. What can you say? Caused a bit of problems, admittedly, but we didn't allow it. On the half hour was where the entry was. Change break, change break, change break. This one didn't cause me the grief that I thought it would. It actually played out. But it's just a great trade. 3 weeks of rise. Brilliant stuff. Really pleased we spotted it. Euro NZD has gone into steroid mode. This is one that I missed out on, but the same setup was presented, and now it's going uber, uber, uber bullish. This is so bullish, I can't tell you. I just need to get into it. 1, 2. Pretty hard to get into such a big weekly chart, but these are expanding candles. Great setups. This one, now for me, when I saw the change break 1, break 2, I also saw this as a 1, 2, 3 to the high and thought we were breaking down, but this sweep down here where we swept price and accelerated away is a classic move. It's left me actually feeling a little bit uncertain as to do I chase this or do I let it go. When I look at it on the daily and I see what's going on, I see a level 1 and I can count 1, 2, 3 to the high. I don't like to mess around when I see the 3 count, but I also understand the ABCD could still come to here. Dangerous. This is a dangerous retail trader sort of trappy setup here, and I'm not tempted to fall for it yet. GBP AUD, similar kettle of fish. Level 1, level 2. Is that a peak? Is it not a peak? We don't know yet. Passing on him. GBP CAD, heroes trade again. We got into this guy. Super trade. Saw the 3 drop before. The 1, 2, 3. And then we countered it. We got in on this guy. Change, break, entry. We got in here. Beautiful trade. Expect higher next week. GBP USD attempting. We had 1 week, 2 weeks off the big ABCD. And now price has made a change. I want to see the 1, 2, 1, 2. Haven't seen that yet, so we pass and move on. Nothing to see elsewhere. NZD CAD is a basket case still, but it's very tempting position. If we have a look on the chart here, we are literally here on the market cycle, level 1, level 2, big level 1, similar to AUD, NZD reversed. This is the low of consolidation 1. Looks interesting. Not quite showing me enough yet. NZD USD, level 1, level 2, similar to AUD USD. This is breaking down in front of our eyes. It's just a case of catching it. But for now, we'll sit and wait. Moving on, we had tremendous moves in gold, but for me, trying to trade gold at the top here is not my kettle of fish. Pass on them completely. You could see that we've got in excess of 3 months of rise. However, you tend to pack this up. You've got this move for me is complete level 1, level 2, and to be fair to you, this is one. There could be a consolidation up here and a continuation, but we've had 1, 2, 3 months of rise, and then all within the shadow of this big wick. So that's not really a good setup for me. So I'm passing. Silver trying to awaken itself again, looking really strong. Other than that, I'm not seeing much more to say on him. It's just a continuation trade. Stellar still trying to break out this month. It really has to have a big push very soon. At the minute, we're just stuck in the consolidation technically. The same for Ripple, also stuck in the shadow of this consolidation zone. Not much to suggest doing on those. USD CAD, this was my baby. This was the one that I had high hopes for doing last week, and I still do. The setup's great. W1 to expect this to push up, I still do. It's still a great looking setup. You can see here we have the 1, 2, 3 to the low, W, change of structure 1, break of structure 2. It's just a case of trying to catch a move on him. That's how I see it. I need to watch this carefully for high highs and high lows, and I'll be all over that. That's a super setup in the making. Wall Street was another really easy spot, to be fair. This was sticking out like a bit of a sore thumb. Here you go. So you can see the clear structure. You can see level 1, level 2. Expecting now, it's all about anticipating the end. We also had a small pattern here just to give us more confidence that this is actually going to happen. Remember the pattern, folks. That's it. You can see it clearly here. W, 1, 2, and we are anticipating 3. That's how I trade. I hope you find it interesting and different, slightly enlightening. Once you get into this, it does become a rabbit hole of discovery. But fortunately for you guys, I have made those rabbit hole adventures and save yourself 15 years by getting on board, understanding a different way to approach markets. If you are interested in learning, reach out to me at Synergy Signals. I have a sister group called MelonsTrade, which is based on my surname. Nothing to do with any political, because it is ultimately a watermelon and associated with the Palestine thing, and I'm nothing to do with any of that political stuff. But it's a really good area where traders from the Signal group, we are able to discuss ideas. And because the Signals group is a one-way traffic where I just send ideas. If you're interested in joining that, please also DM me at Synergy Signals or find the group at MelonsTrade. And other than that, have a great rest of your weekend and I wish you well. Thank you.